What's up, Saints Kids?
Kids Worldwide!
Hey, girls? Priscilla? Hannah? You guys know where they went? I don't know either. Well, that was strange. But I am so happy that you are here with us. I hope that you are awake, that you are ready, because you know what is next? Well, if you said worship, you are correct. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Right, that is correct in Mary Poppins. But anyways, I need you guys to pull out your muscles and start stretching and start moving. Most of you are up. The ones that are not up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Because we're gonna head out to worship. But first, I'm gonna go find the girls. See you soon.
Higher than the mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, constant in the trial and the change,
Hannah? Priscilla? Again? I'm not even going to ask you. But welcome back. I know that during these weeks we have been speaking to you about the 10 commandments. Now, because of everything that is going on around the world, we felt it was very important to pause and talk to you about what Jesus says is the greatest commandment of all. Watch this video.
Hey kids, have you ever wondered why your parents have some of the rules they do? Maybe they don't let you play video games before you do your homework. Or maybe they make you clean your room on Fridays.
Whatever it is, they probably have a good reason for it.
Did you know that God gave us some really important rules to follow too?
That's right. Let's find a little bit more about those rules. God gave 10 commandments for the people to follow.
A little while after the Israelites escaped Egypt, God called Moses to the top of a mountain.
And when he got up there, God gave him 10 important rules.
And those rules are called the 10 Commandments. The first 4 commandments are about us and God. The first 4 commandments are: you must not have any other God. You must not have any idols or worship things other than God. You must not misuse the name of God. And lastly, you should take 1 day a week to rest and worship God.
And these commandments teach us how to respect God and worship only Him. The last 6 commandments are about people and us. These commandments are to honor your mother and father. Don't murder anyone. Don't commit adultery. Don't steal. Don't lie. And don't be jealous of other people.
Some of these seem pretty obvious, but they help us to love other people.
They show us how we should treat others.
The whole point is to love God and love people. One time, some really religious people came to Jesus to ask him which commandment was most important out of all of them.
He didn't pick one, but instead he gave him 2 different commandments. He said the greatest commandment of all is to love God with all your heart.
And he said the second greatest commandment is to love others just as you love yourself.
These 2 commandments explain all of them. Memory verse.
In Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, we learn to love your Lord with all your mind, all your heart, and all your soul. Then, in Matthew chapter 22, verse 39, we learn equally as important, to love your neighbor as yourself.
Am I your neighbor?
Oh yeah, you too, even though I don't know who you are. Now, repeat after me. Matthew chapter 22, verse 39. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, we're going to repeat it one more time. Matthew chapter 22, verse 39. Love your neighbor as yourself. Bye, neighbors.
Jesus was trying to tell them that the commandments weren't just about following rules,
but they were really about having good relationships.
See, if you understand that you need to love God and love others,
then the rules don't matter. You'll be following them anyway.
So kids, just like your parents have good reasons for all of their rules, so does God.
He wants us to love Him and others.
Hey Alex, so I have 2 questions for you. What does love mean to you?
It means that people care about people.
Okay. And why is it important to love other people?
Because God loved us.
It is important to love each other because we all could be friends.
Because that is what our God says, though, and He loves us like He loves us, so He wants us to love others like He loves us.
Why does God want us to love people?
Because He loves Him.
Because what?
Because He loves Him so much. Because appreciating is talking about each other. It's what we do for each other to have our toys.
Why is it important to love others?
So they can have a good life and they don't get hurt all the time.
Because
we need to have each other's back because there's a lot going on in the world right now, and just gotta pray.
Why is it important to show love for others?
To show respect for others.
Okay, Ali?
Because Jesus loved you.
Why is it important to love others?
Because God made you love others. Because God first loved us.
It's important to love others because you don't know what the other person is going through. And the feeling of love is the best feeling in the world.
Because they care about us. The person who really cares about is Jesus. Love is about caring, hugging, being nice to each other, and that's really nice about love. God says to love your neighbor as yourself.
I love hearing your reasons why it's so important to love others. And yes, today we are talking to you about loving your neighbor as you love yourself. In some homes, parents teach their kids that their neighbor is only a person that looks like them, that dresses like them, maybe a person that has a house like theirs. In other homes, they tell their kids that only people with the color of their skin are their neighbors, or the people that have the same kind of jobs or go to the same schools. But God teaches us something completely different. When God talks to us about loving our neighbor, He's talking about everyone in this whole world. It doesn't matter what the color of the skin is. It doesn't matter what the hair looks like. It doesn't matter what the job looks like, the school, the house. Everyone in this world is our neighbor. And God tells us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. We all might look different on the outside, but we need to learn to love each other's differences, because at the end of the day, we're all beautiful. In the Bible, God actually tells us that we all were created in His own image. We are all His children. The Bible even tells us that God shows no favoritism. So why is there so many bad things going on in the world? I might not have the answer for you, but I can tell you this. God, He's not happy with racism. He's not happy with the unjust deaths of people. He's not happy with people fighting each other and killing each other. But the change starts with each and every one of us making a decision to be different and to do different. We need to love God and love our neighbor as we love ourselves. This week, I want you to think of someone. It can be a family member, a friend. It can be someone from school. But someone that you probably were not very nice to. And I want you to make a decision that you are going to be better to them. If you cannot think of anyone, maybe think of someone that you know that is hurting right now. And I want you to pray for them this week and ask God to bring healing to their hearts. You might not be able to change the whole world, but you can change somebody's world. Be kind. Love one another. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you want to make a decision to love God and love your neighbor as yourself, I want you to close your eyes. Repeat this prayer after me. Say, dear God, there's a lot of sad things happening in this world. People are mean to others that sometimes cannot defend themselves. I ask you that you will help me to be different. Help me to make a difference in this world. Protect me and my family. Show us how to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Everybody say amen. Moms and dads, before we go, I want to suggest this book to you. This is a good resource for you to teach your children to celebrate the beautiful colors that God has given them. We love you all. We are praying for you. And remember, stay safe, love God, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. God bless you guys.